Yep. Okay. Just checking that. Hello there and welcome to the ARC Endurance 90-minute race here at the legend track that is Mount Panorama. A track here that is run by the late great Peter Brock 9 times. Just less than 4 miles around this track as we're looking at PKMZ, who's going to be starting on the pole position for the GR3 cars. He will start on pole with an incredibly quick lap time of 2 minutes 0.768. Vopsy will start second in the GR3 category, just shy of 8/10 slower. Then PKMZ's teammate Dark Reef is third, 2 minutes 0.642. And then Dan's driving the Aston Martin, 2 minutes 3.670, so nearly just 2 seconds off Dark Reef's time. Matt Wing will be 5th, Eneticus 6th, Singed will be 7th, and the Black Biscuit is going to be starting in last. I can see a few people here, a few people joining in the coverage. Hello, welcome to you all. How are you all doing? Hopefully my throat is going to be a lot more better. Oh, hello. Oh my. We're just waiting for the Black Biscuit to join. For the other one, the Porsches, it's the Porsche Super Cup. These are the GT3 RS cars, the 2016 model. Unfortunately, I ain't got that times yet from Bauka. Also, just mention a shout out here. I hope Bauka is feeling a lot better. He's picked up some sort of neck injury earlier today, so that's not good. Don't want to hear any drivers there injured, so get well soon, Bauka. He's in this lobby, but he's going to be watching. Sorry. His standing driver was this guy, Defiant. Defiant, who was, I believe, Bauka's teammate at Le Mans, and now he is the replacement driver for Bauka. I've mastered Bauka now, I really have. Right then, so we're going to give you the teams. We're going to give you the team drivers. So, driving for Mercedes. Oh, we're going to start the final. This is just a practice, so, you know, not to get overexcited like what happened the last time. So, driving for Mercedes is Dark Reef Stark and PKMZ. The Aston Martin, driven by Dan's 303 and Singed. Matwing and Eternicus is driving the BMW, and the Nissan GTR, the car that was so dominant at Le Mans, is going to be driven by the Black Biscuit and Vopsy. For the Porsche Super Cup drivers, it's Skillbug, Defiant, Alex Rogers, Matrix 86M, Percy 115, and Fuzzcow. This is a practice, Sean. Don't get all hyped up. Here we go. Is this actually a rolling start? Yes, indeed it is. I'm just going to make sure for... I'm just going to check for a replay, just in case here. I'm just hoping the replay would still work here. So we'll just go into the first corner and then I'll push the button just to see if the replay still works. No, hold on. Yep, it works. Cool, cool beans. A bit laggy, it must be said there for Dark Reef. This race is going to be a lot tricky. As you can see, it is under the lights, so it's definitely going to be a lot more trickier for the drivers out there with all the lights and all that. But also this track, this race, the drivers have to be very careful because there is some damage that's going to be on in this race. We saw the 90-minute race at Le Mans and we saw how Ronald just squeezed by the Black Biscuit. This is going to be heavy damaged for for all the drivers here. So particularly around about the mountain part, at the second sector, the drivers have got to be very, very careful here. Penalties, again, once you have a penalty, you have to get rid of it ASAP. There is definitely some places that could catch you out very easily, the dipper being one of them. You cannot shortcut that corner, as we're looking at PKMZ flying down towards the mountain straight away and then into quarry. I've learned my track, I've learned the corner names, don't worry, I've learned them this time. Right, I'm just about to open up YouTube on my laptop here, see some of the comments. It'd be nice to see people saying hello or leaving comments for this race, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be exciting. Unfortunately, I might not see the comments because I've just put it on right now. I might have to turn it down. There we go. Oh, Thomas saying, what's up, Savaloy? Good so far. Lemon Pen saying, oi oi, Savaloy. Yes, indeed. Hello. How are all doing? Mail Order Clone, hello. How you doing? Nido says, hi, guys. Leon, I cannot say that second name. Nugteren. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, this is going to be very tricky, especially at this part of the track, because this is just a one-lane groove where PKMZ is at, as he's heading towards the Forest Elbow. If anyone remembers the V8 Supercar race from 2014, that was where Chaz Mostert passed Jamie Whincup in one of the most exciting races that I've ever watched in V8 Supercars. And he went on to win that race. It was only the one lap that he led, and it was the last lap, and that's all that counts. Rubens, how you doing there, Rubens? Shame that you're not racing today. Would have loved to see you out on the track. And Thomas as well. It's good to see Thomas back racing with the lads. Was it last week? Yeah, I'm sure it was last week when it was the Ferrari v Lambo competition. Fortunately, I don't have the times for the Pole who won at the Super Cup, the Porsche Super Cup ones. Oh, Dark Briefus has left the room. We did notice him that he was incredibly laggy, so hopefully he'll get his connection sorted out. So yeah, getting back to where the mountain bit is, the drivers have got to show that bit more patience. They've got to be very careful because it's a tight, twisty part of the circuit. It's not really an overtaking opportunity around up at the mountain. I mean, this bit where PKMZ is at here, quarry, that is a good overtaking spot. And then all this bit here is just pretty much just a one-lane groove round here. As he goes into the cutting and then into Griffins. I hope Defiant's actually impressed now that I do know the names of the track here. This is Reed, and then into Solman. Hits the wall. Oh my goodness, that's a big off. PK, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Right, anyways, that's enough of looking at PK. Now let's have a look at Alex. This is the 2016 model, I believe it is. I myself, this is my personal opinion, but I'm not a fan of this car. This car's in the Endurance. If anyone who does campaign mode and that, they have 4 races done there, and I've done the 4 races, and I don't like it. It's a fast car, don't get me wrong, it's a fast car, great acceleration, the braking, the cornering is just terrible, and the tail does like to stick out a bit. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. We're looking at Alex Rogers here, looking like a master driving that Porsche. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, be careful for Alex there, because I mean, I'm pretty sure that he is. No, CJ, I'm not Welsh. No, CJ, no. I'm not Welsh. I am British. So, anyways, what was I going to say? Yeah, so yeah, be careful for this guy here, Alex, because he could be one of the favourites to win the Tier A Championships for Season 2, which sign-ups don't start, will be completed until the 22nd of March, I believe, and then they'll just go through practice times around one track with using the one car, see who's fastest where and who gets split into what tiers they're in. For those who want to get connected, we do have a Twitter page. It is at ARC_PS4, sorry, ARC_PS4, all capital letters, one word. We do have a YouTube channel, Adrenaline Racing Community. Subscribe to that channel. And if you want to get yourself involved, if you do have a Discord, feel free to join. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. We've got many drivers welcomed in. We will welcome you with open arms. Alex Rogers there winking for the cameras. Cheeky, hey. Stop winking. Thank you. Mr. Thomas says can't wait until lap 11. I wonder what is Thomas's well known for 11. I know in bingo terms that's legs, but I don't think it's because of that. "11 people watching the stream right now. Hello, how are you all doing? You gonna take the mickey out of me when I lose my voice 19 minutes after this race? I hope not. Oh, we got 12. Happy days. Oh, 11. Ah, okay. I got it now. I get it now. I get it now. Okay. I might actually say it during the race. You never know. Right, let's see some of the other drivers then. Let's have a look. There's Percy in his car. That looks blue to me. I love the colour blue. You know, I don't want to be very biased towards the other colours. Dark Reef keeps joining in and out. Shake it all about. You do the hokey cokey and you turn around. And yeah, that's a nice looking car. And now we're looking at Skillbug, who is part of the ERA, I understand. Let's get that treating actually, Lemon Pen. Hashtag lap 11. Get it in the Discord chat, get it on everywhere. Jeezy peeps, man. Anyway, meanwhile, looking at Dan's and what's going on here. This is at Hell Corner actually. And come on children, stop playing about. We've got some serious people racing here. Look, there's Alex. Oh, I have to say, look at that. That Aston Martin's got some grunt. Holy moly. Anyways, Bowker has started the final. So let's get this 90-minute session underway. Chilled Num Num saying sup. What's up with you? I'm all good. How are you doing? So then this is it. The final. The ARC 90-minute endurance race at Bathurst. PKMZ will start on the pole. Vopsy second. Dark Reef third. Hopefully his connection is all good. Alex Rogers will start on the pole for the Porsches. Skillbug, Fuzzcow, Percy, and I forgot the other two. God damn it. Anyways, let's get going. 90 minutes around this 3.8 mile track. Rolling start now. I can see Dark Reef still lagging. Could be a bit of an issue for the guys that are behind Dark Reef. Here we go then. One. We are underway at Bathurst, and I need to get the hing back up. Where's the display? Oh, there we go. Cool. We got it back on. Right, anyways, approaching it the first after Hell Corner. Looks like we all got through that very safely. PKMC still with the lead. Vopsy second. Dark Reef not looking laggy so far in third. Fourth is Dan's. Fifth is Matt Wing. Sixth was Eternicus. And look at the Black Biscuit having a look on the inside of Quarry. Cinch slowed down a hell of a lot. and he's let Black Biscuit go through into 7th place. Quite smart, because considering, like I said early in the start of the broadcast, there is heavy damage. And oh, Black Biscuit has scraped the wall going into the cutting, but keeps it going. No luck at all. He's got some front end damage and some front right suspension damage there too. So the Black Biscuit already in a spot of bother. Meanwhile, good battle going on for 2nd place. Vopsy in the Nissan against Reef in the Mercedes, who's been closely chased by Dans and the Aston. Vopsy takes a little bit of a mistake there. Oh my goodness me! What is going on with Dark Reef? And he's all over the place again. My goodness me. He's all over the place. I don't know if people will complain about Dark Reef's lagging, but that is quite bad there, I must say. He's all over the back of Vopsy, but that could be a concern, like I says at the start of the race, for the drivers that are behind Dark Reef, that he is lagging. Meanwhile, having a look at the Porsche Super Cup, Alex in the lead. 2nd is Skillbug. 3rd is Fuzzcow. Percy is 4th. 3rd is Defiant, and Matrix in 14th place. It looks like we all got ourselves scot-free on the opening lap, which is great to see. No real incidents, but look at the advantage PKMZ has over the rest of the field. 4 seconds after the first lap. Absolutely flying is PKMZ, and he must be loving life in the Mercedes. And again, we're looking at Dark Reef lagging all over the place. It's really spread it out already, and this is only just the first lap. Right then, meanwhile, looking at Eternicus, he didn't race in the Le Mans race, and he is running quite well, 6th place. If my memory is correct, he finished 3rd in the Tier B championship, if I'm correct. Correct me. I mean, someone could correct me if I'm wrong, like, but if I do remember, he did came 3rd in the points. There is Eneticus's teammate, Matt Wing, just ahead. Someone kicked up a bit of grass there, up at Solman. And have we lost someone? Oh, we lost Singed. I don't know if I've missed a replay. I might have missed a replay here. Did he make a mistake? Oh, we must have missed it. We must have missed it. My apologies there. I only just noticed that Alex Rogers was 8th, and I know there's only 8 drivers in the GR3. And then, because Alex is the one in the Porsche, so Singe must have made a mistake, which I missed. I do apologise, but we've got the replay working. Anyway, down into Forest Elbow. Yeah, Dans has set that lag though. Oh, and Singe scrapes the wall on the exit of the Forest Elbow, and now onto the Conrod straightaway. This is the longest straightaway in Australian motorsports. And then you go into the chase. You're going to be touching 170 miles an hour there, clipping the curb there was Singed. Alex there kicking up the grass there. Oh my god, Singed attacking there, and that's a spin. Yeah, he attacked that curb there so much, and then the back end went around. Let's have another look at that there. Let's have a look. This onboard there got too much curb, got the acceleration on, and then off into the grass. That is a nailed replay. And now Singe is all the way down in last place. He's got some rear end damage and rear left suspension damage too. So a tough night already for Singe. He's down to 8th in the category and last overall. No, that's the same one. My apologies there. Meanwhile, looking at Fuzzcow here. Looks like that could be a battle for 3rd overall in the Porsche Super Cups. He's battling with Percy. Percy, I believe, drove a Chevrolet in the Le Mans race. Fuzzcow didn't enter the Le Mans race, so you know this is a good showing here for Fuzzcow. I remember watching the race at what's that small Japanese track, and he was struggling to keep up with the pace with was Fuzzcow, and it looks like he is definitely improved. I thought Percy was in the blue Porsche. No, it looks purple. Yeah, I thought it was blue. I'm colourblind. My apologies there. Yeah, that is purple. I thought that was blue. Looks like a good wee battle they're going on. Let's ride on board then with Fuzzcow as we're going through McPhillamy. Don't want to touch the curb on the exit. The car will spin around as we're going into Skyline. Percy taking a different line. And then into the S's. Now, like I said, we're coming up to the dipper. Do not want to shortcut that left pit right there. Otherwise, that is a 5-second penalty. Up through the gears, up to 4th. Well, 3rd gear then for Fuzzcow, and then into the Forest Elbow, getting closer to the back of Percy's rear wing. Could have a good exit speed off the turn, and then side by... No, not going to make it side by side. Decide to play safe and just stick in the slipstream of Percy, going up towards the Conrod straightaway. Looking behind there, you can see Matrix, the Dutch guy, new guy who's racing in this, sitting in 12th place. And you've got Defiant there in 13th. As we're looking again back on board there, Fuzzcow a little bit wanting to... looks like he's happy to stay behind Percy. But if he's faster than Percy, you've got to make a move. That's what I think. You know, if you're faster than the guy ahead of you, you've got to make a move. Don't be intent to be happy to sit behind a guy. If you're faster than him, go for it. That's what I say. Anyways, Matrix is closing up on the finish. Defiant hanging on there. Defiant is just a replacement driver. He's only just learning this car earlier today, so, you know, give him credit for Defiant. As now we're looking at Fuzzcow. He's going to have a look on the inside as we're going into quarry. Is he going to make the move? Or is he going to stick behind Percy? Side by side, just about going into quarry. And no, Percy late brakes there. And gets a good exit speed out of the quarry. So Percy holds on to that 10th place there. But that looks like a good, fun battle for what is 4th place. Yes, 4th place in the Porsche Super Cup. Meanwhile, PKMZ is just hanging on to that lead. Oh, bit of lag. Just less than 6 seconds over Vopsy. Let's see if Darkleaf is still lagging quite badly. Yes, he is a bit. On the grass there too. And looking at... Sorry there, I was just looking at the chat there. As we're looking at Dan's in that orange, yellow and light blue Aston Martin. I actually driven the Aston Martin around here. It's very good on the brakes. Not really the fastest, but it's very good on the brakes as he's going through Hell Corner. 13 seconds off the lead of PKMZ, but like I says, it's still early days. There is 80 minutes to go until the end of this race. Looks like everyone is on the soft tyres, I do believe. If it's all correct there. Matt Wing there still in 5th. Eternicus in 6th. Black Biscuit still holding strong. Is still suffering with that front end and front right suspension that he had on the opening lap, but he's still hanging on into 7th place. Alex Rogers leading the Porsche Super Cup category, 8th place overall and leading in the Porsche Super Cup. Like I said, Skillbug the Swede in 9th and 2nd overall. Still that battling going on. Oh no, it's for 3rd. My apologies, it's now for 3rd. Have we lost someone? No, that's the wrong button, as that's all over the place there. Matrix down in 13th. He lost a spot to Defiant. Now, I might be too late to see what happened here. And poor Singed in last place. PKMZ looks like he's going to do another fast lap. And look at his lap times there. 2024, 2022, 2020. And he's going to be just a bit quicker on this lap. We'll stay on it. We'll see what lap time this is. You can see his front tyres are a little bit worn in the rears. And he comes across the line at a time of 2 minutes 1.969. He's getting faster and faster every lap. So PKMZ with a lot of confidence behind that wheel. That Mercedes is really looking solid here tonight. Vopsy, very respectful time. Only 2 tenths slower than the... Well, actually, sorry, 1 tenth slower than No, no. 2 tenths slower than PKMZ's fastest lap time. And the gap now to 6 seconds. Like I said, this car dominated Le Mans when they had CJ and Kobu behind the wheel. Kobu went on to win that race there. Darkreef very close to the barriers on the exit of the quarry. Dan's there just controlling pace there, 14 seconds, stabilising that gap between himself and the leader. Having a bit of a slide on the cutting on the exit there. He's going to lose some time there. That's going to allow Matt Wing to close up just a teensy bit. The gap is now 9.6 seconds. But it will close, as you can see there, 9.1. Now nearly down to less than 9 seconds. Now this is the difficult part of the track here. Not really an overtaking opportunity around here. More dust being kicked up. That might be Matt Wing, and he might have actually scraped the wall. We're going to have a look at the replay here because he did lose quite a bit of time. Let's see what he did. So this is Griffin's, and now into Reed. Did he make a mistake into Reed? Yeah, oh he did, and he's picked up some damage as a result of that. He hit the wall, it reads, and that is what happened. And Matt Wing is going to be struggling now to turn. Front end damage and front right suspension damaged on the BMW, and a Terticus is going to close up to his teammate. Kobu says let's go Nissan. Well, Vopsy's having a good go in second. Look at the livery on that. That is so smart. It wouldn't surprise me if the Black Biscuit did that livery, because that is so smart. Darkreef there again, wobbling about like me on a bouncy castle. And he's on the grass at Hell Corner, but you know, it won't be with his bad laggy connection. That's really got to be. Anyways, we're looking at a Ternicus. Excuse me. 35 seconds off the leader, 20 seconds ahead of the Black Biscuit in the second of the Nissans. Now, I'm interested to see what's going to happen here, because Matt Wing has got some damage. Eternicus hasn't. Giving a nice little wink there onto the mountain straight. And again, more dust being kicked up by Matt Wing as he goes through the quarry. He must be struggling with those damaged parts on the car. And like I says, you know, you can't afford to make a mistake here, because it will hurt you along the way, and it really has hurt Matt, and it's hurt Singed as well. Look at him just struggling through Griffins. Yeah, he's really struggling through here. This is really the fast part. This is all flat out if you're on soft tyres. Again, clipping the curb. You don't want to clip the curb around Solman, because if you get that thing sideways, you're going to smack the wall like what Matt Wing did, but he clipped the grass. Anyways, into Skyline, and now into the S's. He's actually stabilising the gap between himself and his teammate, which is quite interesting, considering that Eternicus has not got damage on his BMW. Maybe he's just trying to play safe or trying to conserve fuel. This place is a great track to conserve fuel. Right there is a great place, because you could just ease off the throttle, hit the brakes. This is such a great place to save fuel, because there's so much downhill parts of the track that you can do it. Ooh, Alex there getting close there to shortcutting the dipper there, but look at the advantage he's got over Skillbug. 22 seconds ahead. It won't be long until PKMZ's going to be hitting traffic. Yeah, I've just realised he's coming on the back of Singed as we're into the quarry, and Singed moves well out of the way. Good driving there, good driving there from Singed. Moves out of the way. I tell you what, PKMZ went even quicker, 2:01.7. He is absolutely flying around this racetrack right now. He's actually pulling away from Vopsy, who must have made a mistake, actually. He must have made a mistake. Let's see here. Did he make a mistake around the cutting? Let's see, as we just don't pay attention to what Darkreef is doing with his bad connection. No, but he must have made some sort of mistake anyways, because he's lost a lot of time, and now Darkreef is all over the back of him, still lagging really badly. Jeez Louise, look at that. That's what is going on with Dark Reef, man? Stop it, man. What is this? I could watch this all day. Let's just watch this then, eh? This is fun to watch, eh? Anyway, Singe moves out of the way for Vopsy and for the lagging Dark Reef. The car on this screen looks like he's got so much damage on the right side. Oh my, what? What's going on? I don't know if he's in third overall or second place. I really don't know. Like, what's this? Oh my goodness me. Oh, you hate to see that. You really do. You really do hate to see that. Anyways, let's just get away from that madness and let's pay our attention here to Dan, as he is closing up on his teammate, Singed. I hope that's going to be brought up in the Discord chat, I have to say. I hope it does, because that is absolutely hilarious, by the way. Hello. Oh, I've just realised Alex Rogers is in 7th place. Is he? Oh, he must have passed the Black Biscuit, who's got more mistakes now. Yeah, look at that. He's got both front tyres damaged. His engine is slow. So he must have scraped the wall somewhere. One might suggest up at T2. Yeah, I've just looked at the chat here. Lemon Pit. Yeah, and into the pits goes the Black Biscuit, into the gravel. Don't want to hit the outside wall, inside wall there too. And into the pits he goes there to start change tyres and to repair all the damage in the car. So he's going to be taking a long time in there. Meanwhile, looking at Skillbug, I just realised that looks like a livery from Denny Hamlin's NASCAR paint scheme. Looks a bit of it there. He's got bits some oh, he's actually got some damage there. Noticing there too. He's also on medium tyres. Bowker is saying something in the chat there. Yeah, and that's true. I mean, his lagging is quite bad. But yeah, when you just noticed that Skillbug has got some damage there on the front and the front right. I'm guessing that is at Sermon. That's going to be the place where everyone is going to be making mistakes there. But going back to what Lemon Pen was saying there, the PK said he's been practicing all week, and it definitely shows. The gap now up to 10 seconds, and he's lapping through the Porsche Cup cars. And again, Fuzzcow and Percy still having that great battle between each other. But don't forget, they don't have to move out the way for the leader. They're not allowed to anyway, so they're battling for their position as well, and they've got the leader coming up, so this is going to be hard. Yeah, and Fuzzcow doing what he's been told. He can't move out the way for the leaders or the faster cars. 70 minutes to go until the end of this race. As, look, Thomas and Lemon Pen, we're nearly on lap 11. Yeah, PKMZ has done well there, getting through that battle between Percy and Fuzzcow, which has been battling pretty much all throughout this race. It must be said. They're 9 seconds off the Black Biscuit, but he's already made a pit stop as Fuzzcow looked like he was going to make a move at Skyline but thought better of it. And then into the dipper we go now. Oh, and Fuzzcow has got a penalty. Fuzzcow has got a penalty. That's the wrong button there. Just an 8/10 of a penalty. And he's going to lose that sometime soon. He has to lose it, and he does. And that's at the worst part of the track, because he's going to lose a spot here to Defiant. Defiant's tucked up in the slipstream. He's going to go into the chase here. He's going to go to the outside of Fuzzcow, and he's made the pass. And up into 11th place, Vopsy is coming up. Oh, hello. That's a big look. Look at this. Oh, he's giving him a little love tap just to make good friends there. And then he's going to go to the outside. Defiant just about lets Vopsy go through. Vopsy a little bit wiggly under the brakes. And he goes through. But Defiant goes up into 10th place there. We've missed the replay of him overtaking, by the way. That's a terrible shame. Stupid me. I'm trying to learn the replays, by the way. But we're getting there soon, so it's all good though. So Defiant there again, lighting for the cameras as he's just about to be passed by the lagging Dark Reef. This is going to be funny to see Dark Reef going through these cars. Oh, here we go. Let's get some popcorn. Let's just see this then. Here we go. Yeah, he's letting Percy know that I'm coming, so you better move out the way. And this is the worst part of the track. That it looks like he's hitting him. Did he just hit Percy? He did. He hit Percy. And again, that's what Bowker has brung up again with the lagginess there, and it's caused it here for Percy. He must have just got into he just went straight into the back of Percy. Yeah, he did. He just got into him and then hard into the wall. And look at the damage that he's caused. Percy second in the race overall, and he is going to tour his way into the pit lane. But again, that is because of Dark Reef's bad lagging connection, and it's paid dividends here. So Defiant now all of a sudden has gone to 3rd place overall in the Porsches. Man, you feel a bit there for Percy. You have to feel there, as he is really struggling, just clipping the wall there. Biscuit has got a 7-10 penalty just right behind him there too. It's all happening here. Here comes Dan's, and they're going to be battling for position here too. Biscuit has got some damage again. Percy's got even more damage, and he's just passed the Biscuit's just past Percy, just on the exit of the Forest elbow, as Dan's is now going to be all over the back. Skillbug makes a pit stop. Had all that damage from the front and the right suspension. Man, oh man. So much damage on these cars, and it's all going to be at Sermon. I just know where it's going to be. But I feel so bad there for Percy, because he was running well, he was running very well. And then Dark Reef of his lagginess has just completely took him out. But Percy did nothing wrong. He wasn't allowed to move out the way. Did absolutely nothing wrong, and he got absolutely smashed into the wall by Dark Reef. There he is. Dirty man. Dirty man. Anyway, back with his teammate, looking at the front right tyre there. It looks like it's had a lot more wear on it, so he'll be pitting sometime soon. Well, yeah, that's true. That's not because of lag. He just purely went into the back of him. Anyways, Vopsy still second, where he started. Dark Reef is third, where he started. Dan's is fourth, where he started. I believe Matt Wing was fifth, where he started. Eneticus is sixth, and then it's the first of the Porsche. Look at them glowing brake lights just glow up there. How smart does that look? Look at the lead that Alex has over Defiant. 56 seconds. Look at his tyres though. Let's have a look at Defiant's tyres. Yeah, they're pretty much the same as well. Yeah, PKMZ's tyres, it's like down to halfway. But look at Rogers conserving the tyres. That's just as better as we've seen as Rubens, how he saved tyres. That is really good. That's great. Oh, but I've just noticed there, look at the fuel. He has to pit this time anyways, because he's going to be out of fuel. Is that the same with Defiant? Defiant's actually got some fuel left. He's got enough run to do one more lap, I believe. But anyway, Fuzzcow's catching up again. Ruben says, better than me, are you sure? Well, I don't know. Your tyre strategy worked to perfection at the Nürburgring. It's definitely up there, put it that way. I have to say, what is that on Fuzzcow's car? What is that? Can anyone leave in a comment? What is that on Fuzzcow's car? I actually don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, that is the battle going on for second place in the Porsche Super Cup category. Skillbug still driving along in 10th place as he's just went past Hell Corner. Oh, Nepu says it's a Pokemon. Oh, okay then. Do you know, honest to God, I do not know anything about Pokemon. I've never played it. So, yeah. Oh, anyways, Matrix is in the pit lane. Putting on some fresh sets of softs and some damage there. You can see how much he scraped the wall on the right side of that Porsche there too. I'm guessing, again, that's at Solman. His fuel was down to 2 there, but we're going to be seeing sometime soon about Alex because he has to pit. This is when he'll pit now. Yep, and indeed he will come into the pit lane. Defiant's got enough lap to do 1 more lap and then he'll make a pit stop. So I think he's been preserving, saving some fuel. Has Defiant. Getting a little bit wiggly out of the dipper. Yeah, first cow got by Percy because Percy got hit in the back by Dark Reef Stark. Oh, I've just realised PKMZ's made a pit stop and he's come out now, as well as Vopsy. So yeah. Lemon says Percy got sent to the Shadow Realm. Pretty much, that's pretty much in a nutshell. Anyways, Dark Reef is in the pits to get a fresh set of softs and put some fuel in the car. And he will come out probably way behind now in 3rd place. Vopsy has just gone by the start-finish line. So Vopsy's not going to have that much pressure with Dark Reef behind him now, that's for sure. Dan's could actually overtake Dark Reef now, possibly. Oh no, Dan's got some damage. He's been hit. Yeah, front. God, I can't stop saying frontman. Front and front right suspension, rear left and rear all damaged there. So Dan's into the pits. He must have been hit by someone or must have lost it. Goodness gracious me, this racetrack, this race has just caused so much anarchy here. It's great to see. It's really such a fun racetrack there. Anyways, the leader overall is going to lap the leader of the Porsche Super Cup. Now then, PKMC just got to show that bit of patience here because... Oh, he's got a penalty! He's got a penalty! He must have shortcut the dipper. Let's actually see, did he shortcut at the dipper? Yeah, he pretty much did, didn't he? Yeah, that looked like a shortcut at the dipper. That's why he got that penalty. But... he is still leading overall. He's still got a 10-second advantage over Vopsy, who's now got a 10-second advantage over Dark Reef, who's got a 24-second advantage over Eternicus, who's now into 4th position. And I don't think he's pitted yet as well. To my knowledge, I don't think he has pitted. But anyways, Matt Wing is closing up. Actually, Matt Wing has been passed by Eneticus because he's still got that damage on the front and the front right suspension. Oh, what's happened there then? Just see the Eternicus there just went into 3rd for a bit and then Dark Reef just came back. Wonder if Eternicus is going to be pitting. No, he isn't. Is Matt Wing pitting? No, not yet. So we've got down to about 60 minutes to go until the end of the race. We'll give you a rundown of the top 10. It is PKMZ leading, but the gap now a little bit down. Vopsy's made a little mistake on the exit of the cutting. Let's have a look at this then. Yeah, just puts the power on just a little bit too hard there, and the tail went out a bit, and he's going to lose a little bit of time there. Oops, there we go. Yeah, and he did. He must have lost about 7 tenths there, so the gap's back up to 10 seconds. Dark Reef in 3rd, Eternicus in 4th. 5th is Matt Wing. Dan's is going to start making his charge back up. He's in 6th after having that damage there. Alex Rogers in 7th. 8th is the Black Biscuit. 9th is Skillbug, who just nearly hit the wall at Griffin's. And 10th place is Fuzzcow, who has passed Defiant, actually. So, yeah, Defiant has made... Now, he's just come out, he must have come out the pit. So, Defiant has lost that spot to Fuzzcow. So, let's keep an eye out on this here. Defiant in the Martini Porsche against the Pokemon car of Fuzzcow. And I think Defiant made a mistake again on the cutting. Got on the power just a bit too much there. The back end slided out there. Meanwhile, Percy making his recovery. Now in 12th position. 13th is the Matrix 86M. In that nice looking green Porsche. And in last place, still singed, but he's still having a fun time out there anyways. 19 seconds behind Matrix in the Porsche Super Cup car, and he's actually got front end damage there too, and he's hit the wall again. Hits the wall. He's really struggling here. Poor Singed. He's not had that much luck, hasn't he? He didn't have that much luck at Le Mans. He's about to be lapped by PKMZ as well for, I believe, the second time. He's scraping the roll left, right and centre. It's not to be for Singed, but hopefully he can sort it out in the remaining of the 60-minute race. Meanwhile, PKMZ is going faster again. His last lap did the fastest lap, 2 minutes .1.078. 2 minutes .1. What are you saying, Sean? Matt Wing, both BMWs are in the pit lane, so Matt Wing is going to be having some damage repaired. Eternicus is going to be completely... Oh no, Eternicus had front end damaged. We must have not seen that. Now he's just repairing the front end damage. That is completely gone. And, oh, here we go then. A battle of the teammates going to be side by side. Oh, well, coming off close together. It's right on board with with Matt Wing chasing his teammate who is right behind him. Has a look, feints a look to the inside of the quarry. Tucks back in a little bit though. Eternicus, all too known to know that from that little mistake. Marshall's waving the blue flags there because we see Defiant just up ahead in the Porsche Super Cup. Is he having a battle with Fuzzcow? Which indeed he is. Back now on board with Matt Wing's teammate Eternicus. There's Defiant, nearly scrapes the wall at Griffin's. Fuzzcow must have made the same too because he's getting closer. This Defiant. This is the hard place to overtake someone because this is just a one-lane groove. So Eternicus has got to show that bit of patience. Oh, he's just let... Oh, well, Defiant is let Eternicus just go through. This is a really difficult part of the track because, like I says, it's a one-lane groove here. Oh, and Defiant scrapes the wall. Defiant has scraped the wall at the exit of the dipper. And has that caused some damage? Yes, indeed it has. Here's a replay then. Just getting it to the dipper. The car looked like it understeered. To me, it looked like the car understeered to me. And then that's how it got his damage there. And I was looking forward to see that battle between him and Fuzzcow, but he is going to be struggling to keep up with Fuzzcow now. As Eternicus has passed Fuzzcow cleanly. And now... Oh, and what's happened there? Eternicus has went off. Eternicus has went off. Let's have a look at the replay of this. So he gets into the chase again. Understeer, hits the curb, and then the back end went around. Just exactly the same as what happened to Singed earlier in the race. And he went off. So Matt Wing has got that 5th place now, gladly. God, Matt Wing thinks it's Christmas, and he says, thank you very much, teammate. I will take your 5th place. Meanwhile, looking at Dan's, the TOA champion, 24 seconds ahead of Matt Wing. But look at the gap between him and Dark Reef, 51 seconds. Absolutely a lot of time there. And I'll tell you what, there's actually a good battle going on there. You can see it on the top right there. There's loads of cars that are going towards the... getting towards the cutting here. Yeah, Fuzzcow and Defiant is actually caught up with Fuzzcow. Defiant with that damage there. Oh my goodness me. Oh goodness. Nearly scrapes the wall again. Eternicus. Gotta show this patience here, Eternicus. Have to show this patience around here. Passing McPhillamy. Again, Defiant goes to the inside. Lets Eternicus go by his skyline. And he's losing the back end again. Defiant all over the back. And now into the Forest elbow here. Oh god, I thought he was taking that bit too. Oh, again, getting it absolutely sideways. He is really trying. Defiant must have scraped the wall back there too. Let's see another replay then. Did Defiant scrape the wall off the Forest elbow here? Let's see. No, it was just a bit of lag. Anyway, the gap has extended now between him and Fuzzcow for the battle for third place in the Paul Super Cups. 3.3 now behind Fuzzcow. Meanwhile, looking here at Skillbug, who is sitting second in the Paul Super Cup. A long way behind. Oh, Skillbug getting it sideways out of Griffin's. Oh, Dan scrapes the wall so to the Skillbug. Gotta be careful. Don't do that much damage there because it will hurt your car a lot there. Interesting to notice there to see that Skillbug is racing on medium tyres and the rest of them are racing on soft tyres. I know mediums last longer than the softs, but the softs are definitely faster as he got completely all out of shape going into Skyline. Dear me. Skillbug, what a save. Let's have a look. Oh, and he scraped the wall again. Here's a replay. Watch him go into Skyline here. Absolutely sideways. Wow. Well held onto it though, but then he scrapes the wall at the exit of the dipper. As you'll see just here. There. Oh, that's a big hit. And he's got damage. He's got damage there too. And the gap between him and Fuzzcow, just a small 43 seconds. But he's going to lose even more time because he's got picked up again damage on the front and the front right. That sort of seems to be causing a problem for all of these drivers here. Meanwhile, again, looking at PKMZ, you think it's Ronald Thomas behind the wheel. Absolutely not a foot wrong, his PKMZ. Oh my god, Fuzzcow, is he protecting his position there? Oh, getting it loose there. It clips the wall. And again, that's going to allow Defiant to close up that bit more. Black Biscuit is in the pit lane to make his second pit stop on lap 17. Currently running 2 laps down. Let's push the F12 button here. So here we go. Let's see. So PKMZ completely out in front, 22 seconds. I just realised that Vopsy must have made a mistake because he's down to third place. We did see him come out of the pits in second, but he's down into third, so he must have made a pit stop or something, or he must have because he's got no damage on the car, so he must have made a mistake somewhere, presumably at T2. So it's a Mercedes 1-2, Nissan in third, fourth is Dan's in the Aston Martin Vantage. Currently 37 seconds behind Vopsy. Matt Wing in 5th. The first of the BMWs, 27 seconds behind Dan's. Eternicus now in 6th. And 1 lap down to the leader 2. Alex Rogers leading the Porsche Super Cup category, but is 7th place overall. He is 47 seconds behind Eternicus, but overall he is a lap down. Skillbug with damage there is now 49 seconds behind the leader Alex Rogers. Black Biscuit again coming out 29 seconds, and he's the first car 2 laps down in 9th place as someone kicked up. Oh, and he's in the wall again. Black Biscuit in the wall again. That's been like 4 times he must have made that mistake now. Let's see here on the replay as he goes through McPhillamy. It's a pretty bad part of the track here. Oh, and that's a hard hit there. You really don't want to hit the bump in the middle of McPhillamy because the car will understeer, and again he's in the wall, and that's a hard impact there into the tyre wall at the Devil's Elbow, and the Black Biscuit really struggling here. Percy's gone by, Defiant has gone by, and it's just all gone wrong for the Black Biscuit. Let's have a look. Oh god, Sean, you're so crap at doing replays, you really are. Tough break again for the Black Biscuit. So now Fuzzcow's gone into the top 10 as well as Defiant. It's amazing to think that we've got 4 Porsche Super Cup drivers in the top 10. Defiant making a little mistake on the exit. The Chase getting the car completely sideways. Held on to it though. He's going to lose a lot of time though. Looking at Matrix there. Just going by the Conrad straight into the Chase. It's 7th gear. And then going down all the way down into 3rd gear for the Chase. You can clip the curb there. You won't lose the car. It's just really on the exit though. Anyway, 3 minutes to go until we are halfway through this endurance race. Oh, Black Biscuit says he has a phone call from the family, so I hope everything's alright there with the Black Biscuit. And Black Biscuit has left the room, so it must be hopefully not that serious there. So we've got ourselves our first retirement there in the Black Biscuit. Not that you want to see that, but I hope everything is all good in the Black Biscuit family household. Oh, looking at the back there. Goodness me, he's all over the place, man. He's getting that thing absolutely sideways. I tell you what, he's really pushing the car. It doesn't really need to push the car. He's got a 26 second over his teammate, Dark Reef. Cool boom. I think Cool Boo, I think you need to say don't try and hit the wall as much as you can. Not gonna lie, I watched the driver video, it worked for me. Skillbug's into the pit lane, however, making his 2nd pit stop. To my knowledge, yeah, he's still got that damage there, but it must be really hurting him. It's nearly up to a minute between himself and Alex. Anyways, we're going to let you sit on board with a lap around PKMZ while I get my throat somewhat recovering. Was that just me, or was he just showing off there? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a lap around Mount Panorama. I've just noticed there he will have to make a pit stop next time by. So we've passed half distance now. 44 minutes left on the clock. And it's a Mercedes 1-2, Nissan 3rd, Aston Martin 4th, BMW 5th and 6th. And then you got the Porsches there, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th and 11th and 12th. And there is Singed, they're still hanging on there. Actually, this is a battle for position. This is last place in their categories now, as there is only 13 people left there. Percy kicking up some dust as we're going in towards the Devil's Elbow. Go on, Singed, make an overtake on Percy, go on. Have they both got damage there too? Yeah, so both front suspension is damaged on Singed. Getting the power out a bit early, getting the car wobbly here. He's going to have a look on the inside of Percy, going in towards the chase, past the Conrod Straight. And he backed out of it. Why did he back out there? He must be struggling here. More dust being kicked up on the exit. So we're on board with Percy, running in 12th place. Looking behind, there is Singed here, just going through Muddy's corner. And just look at the power of that Aston Martin. But again, Singed, they're backing off as we're going in towards Hell Corner now, the first corner. Taking a lot of curb with Singed there. That's going to hurt him on the exit. Porsches will probably touch about 6th gear before going down to 3rd gear for the quarry. And here comes Singed. He's going to make his move now into quarry. Oh, he's overrun the corner. And again, Percy goes through. So Singed had an opportunity to make that move. It worked, but he outbroke himself. Did a good job there not to hit the wall. But again, he's stuck behind Percy as we're going through the cutting. And then into Griffin's Mount, and then through Reed, Solman, and then McPhillamy as the leader overall. BKMZ makes a pit stop. No need to look at him. Just a clean and odd pit stop. But this looks like that's the only real battle there I can see. Not unless looking at the top right of the screen, there's a battle going on at the Devil's Elbow. I believe that could be Defiant, and no, it's the car behind, so it might be Matrix possibly. Who's behind him? Oh, it's Alex. It's the leader of the Porsche Super Cup. So Alex is about to lap the Matrix. Oh, sideways. And he lets Alex go through. Again, Alex there. Just a near faultless run here for Alex. Let's go back on board with this battle then for 12th. And Singed has lost a lot of time there. I forgot how many people are in the chat. I've actually forgot. Yeah, in the chat, I mean, that watch this race. It's about 15 people or so. So then anyway, into Muddy's corner and starting another lap for Percy 115 in the Porsche. Behind him is the Aston of Singed as they go through Hell's Corner. Actually, he did a better lap time, Percy. 4 tenths quicker than his fastest lap. So well done, Percy. Good lap time. Meanwhile, PKMZ is running on fumes. What's happened here? Did he not change for fuel? I did notice that PKMZ went into the pit lane. He must have not changed the fuel. So a mistake there on PKMZ's part there. Not unless he's good enough to go the rest of the way, which I don't think he is. So PKMZ must have not put fuel in the car. So that's a big mistake there for PKMZ. That will hand over the lead now to his teammate Dark Reef though, but what has that cost PK the overall race? I really don't know. That is certainly very interesting. He's put more fuel in the car now. But yeah, strange to see PKMZ making 2 pit stops within 2 laps. He's lost time. He's lost the lead. It's down to 6.5 seconds when he had a 16.2 second lead over his teammate when he made his second pit stop. But that was very interesting there to see PKMZ making that mistake. Looking at Dan's here, and now looking at Matt Wing, and then Eternicus, who's... I mean, we saw them not come out the pits, you know, very close together. He's now 25 seconds behind his teammate now, so... Yeah, Lemon Pen, yeah, PK assist on the Thomas. He must have made the first pit stop and didn't top up the fuel. So, very interesting strategy. If that was a strategy, or was that a genuine mistake from PKMZ, we'll never know. Unless he'll be talking in the group chat. Just looking at Skillbug there, and he's got some damage to the rear and the rear right suspension there, but he has changed tyres. He's on the soft tyres. He's only 1 minute and 37 seconds behind Alex Rogers, so I think he's content to finish this race in second place overall, depending on Alex making a huge mistake, which looks very unlikely. He looks in complete control in his Porsche. He must be loving that Porsche there. He drove the Porsche in the TOA category. He was a replacement for G. Thanks Obama, and my teammate as well in that series. He did win, I believe, 2 or 3 races. He did win the last 2 races at Santa Croix and at Auto di Maggiore, I think it was. I think he's done 5 races and he's had 4 pole positions, including this Bathurst race. He didn't have pole position in the Le Mans race. That belonged to, I think it was Kolbu. But yeah, it's now time for Alex to make his second pit stop of the race into the pit lane. It's a very tight pit lane, actually, when you go into it there. You don't want to be hitting the tyre wall on the inside or the outside, because it will completely stop you the car. Let's see what's going on with that battle between Fuzzcow and Defiant. It's gone up to 6 seconds, so yeah, Defiant kind of struggling with that damage to the front of the Porsche. And I've just noticed they're Singed and Percy are battling. They're so close together there. They're still battling. Oh, I've noticed that Matrix is down into 13th place. So what's going on here? So let's see what's happened with Singed and Percy. So Singed passed Percy. Matt Wing is in the middle of this battle here. And they're going through the chase down into the second gear, I believe. And then he just went on the brakes a bit too much. And there goes Percy. Just went straight through. Thank you very much. I'll take that 11th place. Don't know what happened with Matrix, though. He must have made a pit stop or something like that, or had damage to his car. Maybe made a pit stop, perhaps. But anyway, he's catching up to the back of Percy and Singed, who are having their ding-dong battle here. GR3 versus Porsche Super Cup. Oh, and again, a little bit wide there for Singed. And here comes Percy. He's going to chase him down. And this is the most important part of the track here, and especially for a damaged car here. He's got a hold position here as he's going through Solman and then into McPhillamy. This is it here. Early entrance in. Don't hit the bump on the inside. He's gone on the grass. Hold on to it. I think Percy's done the same thing as well. No, he hasn't. But let's get back with that battle again. And again, Singed there, nearly losing it, going into Skyline. He's all over the place, and that's because of the damage with the car. It must be undrivable, surely. Again, struggling, going into Forest Elbow. We could have a 3-car battle for 11th place now, because Matrix is slowly catching up on them. Also, just by saying that there, Singed has to make a pit stop. Look at his fuel gauge there. he'll have to pit this time by. So Percy is going to take that 11th place back. Matrix is sort of catching up to the back of Percy. And I think Singed is going to make a pit stop, and indeed he is. So Singed into the pits. Let's have a look at PK. He's actually caught up to the back of his teammate. Now then, PK has got to be a little bit careful, because Dark Reef, he'll know that Dark Reef is lagging very hard. So what will Dark Reef do? He's gone into the pit lane. He's gone into the pits. So PK has retaken the lead. So I don't think it was that big of an issue, as Dark Reef heads into the pit lane, and PK retakes the lead as he's catching up on Eternicus, 6th place overall in the GR3 category. The gap though down to 8.5 over Vopsy. Vopsy showing a lot more better. He looks more at home driving the Nissan. We did see him driving the McLaren in the Le Mans race. Sort of struggled there. We seen him like he was at the back of the field of the category, then worked his way up, then he fell back again. But it looks like he's at home driving the Nissan. I mean, that Nissan must be quite a good car to drive, because CG loves it, Kobu loves it. You saw how they dominated at Le Mans. And Vopsy, although he's not really leading the race though, but he's been pretty much second throughout the start of this race. It's just PKMZ has just been just a completely different level than what Vopsy is, because you know, I mean, Vopsy is still showing times like that around about the same as PKMZ. It's just that PKMZ has just got, you know, he wants it more, you know, and it definitely shows. As Lemon Pen said in the chat, he's been practicing all week around this racetrack, and it's just different. It just pays to show how much practice, how much effort you put in, and you will get the results. Although apart from the moment where he made 2 pit stops there, where he forgot to put fuel in the car, he's got blue flags waving at him. Is he passing someone? No, he hasn't got anyone behind him or in front of him, so I don't know who that marshal was doing that. He should be sacked. Anyway, he's back with BK, and he's closing up on Matrix, and he has passed Matrix. Right then, Singed, let's see this comeback. You've got 26 seconds to catch up to Matrix. Let's see if the next time we'll see Singed, if he doesn't have any damage in his car, or on his car. Not in, but on. Meanwhile, looking at Fuzzcow, now the gap. Oh, Fuzzcow has lost his spot there to Defiant. Oh, he might have made a pit stop actually. Looking at the tyres there and then the fuel, he must have made a pit stop. So Fuzzcow is now in 10th place, and he's got Alex behind him. Oh, Fuzzcow getting a little bit of mistake there into Skyline, and he's in the wall. Careful, Alex. Alex just goes by there. That deserves a replay. So you see here, let's actually ride on board with Fuzzcow. So he's at McPhillamy, and then he gets it all wrong at Skyline here. Does the back, yeah, the back end steps out, does well, and then he just hits the wall, and then through goes Alex there. That would have been a little bit of a safety hazard there for Alex, but he still manages to get by Fuzzcow, no problem. A little bit of heart and mouth moment there for Alex Rogers, the leader of the Porsche Super Cup. Like I says, Alex has just put not a foot wrong in this whole race. He must love the... Look at them brake the brake discs glow up there. Isn't that awesome to see them brake discs glow up? Anyways, he's going through. Dance is making a pit stop as Alex is going through Muddies, and then to start another lap. His lap time, what is his best lap time? Can we see what's his best lap time? 2:11.5, I think that's what it said. But no, he's done faster. It's actually quite bad. It's quite sad that they don't show you what their fastest lap time is. That'd be quite nice to see. Matt Wing made... Who made a pit stop? I'm sure it was Matt Wing. I saw Matt Wing make a pit stop. Oh, a Tournicus on the inside of Percy. Getting it a little bit loose there on the exit of Hell Corner. And then onto the mountain straight away as he's got Vopsy ahead of him. Vopsy must have just lapped the Tournicus. I'm sure Matt Wing on a Tournicus made a pit stop. I noticed it. Did anyone else see that in the chat? Sure he did. Anyways, less than 30 minutes to go until the end of this race. PKMZ has pretty much got it in the bag, depending if he doesn't make another mistake like what he did with them 2 pit stops. Vopsy looks comfortable to be in 2nd. Dark Reef in 3rd. Dan's in 4th. Matt Wing 5th. Eternicus 6th. Alex Rogers 7th. Skillbug in 8th. There he is making a pit stop. And he's got more damage there. Look at that. Front and rear damage. I think 2nd place will be safe for Skillbug anyways. But yeah, a lot of drivers hitting the walls and making mistakes. And like I said, this track is very tricky, especially the 2nd sector, how tight and narrow it is. You cannot afford to make a mistake through there. You can't afford to clip the curb at Solomon, because the car will go into oversteer and you will smack that wall. So yeah, big pit stop there for Alex Rogers. He comes out back on the medium compound tyres. That's the gap between Owen Defiant will make a pit stop now. And he's also got damage too. Everyone is getting damaged all over the place. It would be nice. It would be quite nice if someone else would show what else is happening there, and they would let me know it. But I mean, you know, it's only just me that's broadcasting it, you see. So it's hard to know everyone else around the track. And I'm looking at the top right of the screen too. Anyways, back with Matrix there, and the gap is sort of closing between him and Percy. No, it's gone back up again. Now then, has Defiant put on a full set of... Yeah, he has. Dark Reef just came out ahead. Meanwhile, looking at Alex Rogers, and behind him we've got Skillbug there. In fact, Alex Rogers is nearly lapping the whole field in the Porsche Super Cup there. If we look here, Alex Rogers at McPhillamy and Skillbug is at the Forest's elbow. So that's just a few corners away. And, you know, if Skillbug, depending if he doesn't make a mistake from here on in and manage to make a pit stop, then Alex Rogers will have a full lap over the guy in 2nd place. But like I said about Alex there, definitely one to watch and could be the favourite to take the Season 2 title away from Dan's in the Tier A for Season 2. Look at the gap, 1 minute and 54 seconds ahead of Skillbug. That is complete domination. Yeah, so there goes Skillbug. He comes across the line now. And Alex Rogers is just approaching Murray's corner here. I mean, look how consistent those lap times are. Look at that, 2:10, 2:11, 2:11.5, 2:7.9. You know, I mean, it's a little bit up and down, but you know, still there. 2:09.8, 2:10.8, 2:09.9. That's probably because he has to contend with a bit of traffic, I'd imagine. But yeah, absolutely dominating is Alex, and then into the pit lane comes Eternicus. Making a fuel pit stop there. Back again with Opsy. The gap is now up to 13 seconds. But he will have to make another pit stop, considering looking at the fuel. Hard under the brake, into the S's, and then into the dipper. Get the power on, getting the back end sliding out, up to 4th gear, and then braking hard into 2nd gear for the Devil's Elbow. Forest Elbow, sorry. PK's got Skillbug just in front of him, 2nd place at the Porsche Super Cup race. So I would imagine PK will make a pit stop within the next 2 laps, I'd imagine. Dan's looks like he's going to be content to sitting in 4th position, 1 minute and 12 behind Dark Reef and 34 seconds ahead of Matt Wing. First of the BMWs, and there's a second of the BMWs who's just been passed, who has got the guy in 12th, which I believe is Percy, I believe. No, it's Defiant, sorry, my mistake. Oh, Defiant makes a mistake there, and held on to it though, no damage though, but he's got Eternicus all over the back of him, and Defiant lets him by. That was a hair-raising moment there for Defiant. Let's see that again here. So he's in the S's, the back end again slides out, and then into the wall he goes, and then loses it in the dipper too. Well held there from a Defiant there. No damage was done, but that was a heart-and-mouth moment for Defiant. Now then, here we go. Oh, Percy's going to make a pit stop. I was just about to say there's a battle going on for 10th place between Percy and Matrix, but Percy is coming into the pit lane, and he could be rejoicing his battle with Defiant. Let's see what the gap is now between Singed. Singed is out. Oh, he's got damage. I did say early on when we were last with Singed, I didn't want to see him make any damage there, and he has. He's actually got front left damage this time. So usually when it's front damage, it's usually the front right, but this time it's left, and he's really struggling. He's really struggling to get the power on at the straightaway. Yeah, Singe is really struggling. Out goes Percy. Fuzzcow looking completely comfortable now in 3rd place overall in the Porsche Super Cup. 35 seconds behind Skillbug. 15 seconds ahead of Matrix though. He has been lapped, I do believe, by Alex. Yeah, he would have been lapped there. Yeah, he would have been. Let's see what the gap is now. So Skillbug's in the chase. He's going through the chicane. And no doubt Alex will catch him. Alex will catch him. He's on the soft tyres compared to the medium tyres of Skillbug. As you'll notice there on the bottom left of the screen, the RM meaning racing mediums, and the RS meaning racing softs. Vopsy into the pits from 2nd place. And Alex has now been caught by Matt Wing. He's going to pass Alex then as he's going through the first corner, which is called Hell Corner. Look at that livery. That is actually quite a smart paint scheme, isn't it? That really is so smart there. It wouldn't, like I says, the Black Biscuit must have made that look so good. Black Biscuit known for having such smart racing liveries. He's actually just behind Dark Reef, so we could pay attention to that battle going on for 2nd place. I mean, Dark Reef has got worn tyres though, but Vopsy has just come out the pit lane, so he's going to be on the fresher tyres, a bit more fuel as well. So you know, we will come back to that in a few moments time. Meanwhile, PKMZ's gap now up to 37 seconds as he's approaching the Forest Elbow, and he will have to pit this time by. Don't forget to PK, put fuel in the car. They should be fine. Again, looking at Matrix there, just going through the curtain. He's got Eternicus behind him. It's right on board with Eternicus, and he's got damage there too. Again, the front right. Oh, and Matrix hit the wall too. Now, was that giving him front left damage there? Yes, indeed it has. He had damage at Griffin's mount. So, Matrix there. First real mistake that I've seen from Matrix. That just really looked like that was oversteer to me. Oh, and again he clips the wall on the exit of the S's. But no damage done to the right side. PK back into the pits. Now then, let's see if he's topped off the fuel. Let's see if he's learned his lesson from the last time. Let's see. Yes, indeed he has. So, PK comes back out in the lead. He's got Matt Wing just ahead. See what the gap is now. Dark Reef is now 5 seconds over Vopsy. It was 3 seconds when Vopsy came out. This is when Vopsy will start making his charge now, surely. I want to see the gap here between... Oh, I thought there was like a battle going on. Sorry, my apologies. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Singe has got more damage now. He's got all fronts damaged. I mean, bless him. I mean, yeah, Singed. He may be struggling, but, you know, he's tried. He's gone off at the chase there. But here comes Percy again. I tell you what, fair play to Singe for giving it a try. He must be angry with himself that he keeps making mistakes here. But, you know, oh, he's one ride at Muddy's too. He's on into the kitty litter and into the tyre wall. And Percy thinks it's Christmas and overtakes him into 12th position. Let's have a look at the replay of that. Goes into Muddy's corner here. Car just completely out, understeers, and then into the kitty litter, into the tyre wall, and Percy says thank you, I'll take your spot, and he moves up into 11th place. He's got Dan's, his teammate, behind him. And he lets Dan's go by, and now he's got a problem now because he's got Matrix behind him. Now Alex Rogers there. Oh, dust being kicked off there from Vopsy on the exit of the chase there. And PK has passed Matt Wing to put another lap on him. So by my calculations, that's now Matt Wing a lap down. Has Rogers passed Skillbug? No, but he's getting very close though. Actually, we'll see Skillbug here because Alex Rogers on the same straightaway as Skillbug. And here comes Dark Reef. Be careful. Yep, Dark Reef just letting him know that he is, that you know, a Mercedes is coming. This is where... Oh! Oh, he just went through him. Side by side through Griffin's. Dark Reef just gets by, clips the wall on the exit there. Not unless that was a lag thing. Well, we'll see actually, because he did hit the wall quite a ton there. I've just noticed there too that Skillbug yet again, like a lot of drivers, has got that front and front right end damaged. And pretty surely now that Alex Rogers is catching him. He might be in the same camera. Nearly. Ooh, just clipped the exit there of the dipper. No, that's Vopsy. That's the Nissan in 3rd overall. But behind Vopsy must be Alex Rogers there, surely. Yep, they're both at the Forest's elbow. So give or take a couple of laps here, and Alex Rogers will have a full lap over the guy in 2nd place. So we'll give you a rundown of the top 6 of the GR3 category. It is Mercedes 1 and 2, Nissan in 3rd, Aston Martin 4th, BMW's 5th and 6th, and then you got Porsches 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th, and 12th possibly. Yep. And then you got Aston Martin singed in 13th place, who must have made a pit stop as well to repair that damage yet again. Just less than 15 minutes to go until the end of this quite a frenetic and carnage race at Mount Panorama. Whoa, PKMZ getting a little bit out of shape at the quarry. Gap though 11 seconds, as you see on the top left of the screen, over his teammate. But I think PKMZ must be good until the end of the race there. I think that's good enough though. Meanwhile, Alex Rogers is catching up to Skillbug. There is Skillbug just ahead. Alex just behind. He's coming to get you, Skillbug. Chat's been a bit quiet. What's happened to the chat? Is it working? Has anyone been paying attention to this absolutely carnage race here, where we've got like about 50 moments of just damage from the front and the rear and everywhere? I mean, what's going on? Keep me updated, chat. I need something to speak to. Anyways, look at Skillbug trying to protect to stay on this lead lap with Alex here, but it's going to be a matter of time. Oh, Skillbug made a mistake on the entrance of Forest Elbow. Nephew says we are speechless. I am too. Did Alex give Skillbug there the little bump? Let's see on the entrance to that there. Let's actually go on board with Alex there. Did he give him a little love tap here? Yes, he did. A little love tap there. A little bump and run just to make good friends out there, but it's all good. But there you go. Confirmation there. Alex Rogers has now got a full lap over the guy in second place. Absolutely pure domination from Alex Rogers here. PK's gone purple in the first sector. Look at him just slide the thing there. Did anyone see that car just slide at the quarry? I tell you what, PK must be absolutely enjoying driving this car. I tell you what, the Mercedes is a great car to drive. It really is. That car is so good. Vopsy's back into second place. I didn't notice there. Dark Reef must have made a pit stop. 12 minutes to go until the end of this race. Mercedes 1, Nissan 2, Mercedes 3, Aston Martin 4th. And then you've got the two BMWs back again, 5th and 6th. There is Matt Wing going through the S's. He's got a minute and 29-second lead over his teammate. And he's got Defiant just ahead of him as a Ternicus, who's sitting in 10th overall and 4th in the category. Mr. Thomas CT just said there, did he forgot to refuel? Yeah, that was a couple of pit stops ago. PK he must have forgot to put fuel in the car, and he made 2 pit stops within 2 laps. He did temporarily lost the lead to his teammate though, but his teammate got the lead back. His teammate made a pit stop a few laps later, and PK is back in front. 11 people watching this race. Hello, how are you all doing? Hope you are enjoying this race as well as I am. This has been absolutely carnage. That's the only word I can say about this race. Just cars going off into the wall, as Defiant nearly did just then. If you want to get yourself involved in this series, we do have ourselves a Discord chat. You can join it through there. We do have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. It's called Adrenaline Racing Community. All there. We do have a Twitter account. I noticed there too earlier in the week. It's ARC_PS4. All capital letters, all one word. And like I said, if you want to join the Discord chat and want to be involved in this, we will welcome you with open arms. You know, this community here, ARC, very friendly. You know, we all have great fun in the chats. Except for me, if you want to see some incredible funny puns from me, which I haven't done in about a week. So, yeah, I need to get back to it there. I know Lateral G loves them puns. He loves them. Also want to say hi to Lateral and Kobu. Hope you're having a good time with your missus. which is obviously quite a poor show because you should be racing with the lads. Anyways, back with the race. PKMZ still out in front. The gap now up to 15 seconds over PK. Less than 10 minutes to go. So I'd imagine PK could be doing 42 laps around Bathurst. Vopsy in second, just leaving the Forest Elbow and then onto the Conrod Straight. He's got Matrix just ahead, who has got Matt Wing ahead of him. And then Dark Reef in third position, who's got some rear damage there. So Dark Reef has got damage. He will still hold on to that third place though. Dan's is a long way back, 57 seconds behind. Just contently just sitting in that fourth position is Dan's. Dan's who started on the pole for the Le Mans race a couple of weeks ago. Went on to finish second, losing to Ronald Thomas, who is just in a different level than anyone else out there. That was a couple of weeks ago, but Dan's doing well in the Aston, fourth place. His teammate still really struggling, Singed. I'm just wondering if... Oh, Dan's getting a little sideways there on the exit of the S's there. That well held. What a save that was. Let's see that again, eh? So here he is at McPhillamy. Gets a little bit on the curb and then goes into Skyline. And then just watch the car go sideways here. Watch this. Woo! Well held. Wow. What a save. That was a good save there from Dan's. Anyway, Dan's is all by himself. He's on the Conrod Street just by himself. And then into the chase. Pretty much at full revs there. Down into second gear maybe? No, third gear. And then up into fifth gear, and then down to second gear for Murray's Corner, the last turn on this track. And then hit the curb on the exit. Let's actually go on board here. So this is the first corner, Devil's Hell Corner there. Do you want to take that second gear, maybe third, then up through the gears up to fifth gear. About 150-55 miles an hour before breaking down maybe into third or second gear for the quarry. Don't want to touch the curb in the middle of quarry because that will unstable the car. He's gone purple in the first sector. Down into third gear. Don't want to touch the curb there. Like I said, it will unsettle the car. Then into fourth gear. Into fifth gear before the cutting. Back down to second gear. Or third gear. Listen to me, Dans. I'm trying to say it properly here. Getting the back end getting a little bit loose. Into the Griffin's Mount here. Fourth gear. This is completely flat out if you're on fresh tyres. But for these guys, they're on worn, so it won't be flat out now. This is Solman there. Don't clip the curb because the car will back out into the wall. Then into McPhillamy. Careful with the bend here. The car will understeer if you hit that bump quite hard. Onto the Skyline. Breaking down to third. Thank you. Now into second for the Dipper. Nearly shortcut that corner there. Then into fourth gear. Into the Forest Elbow. Going to go back down to second gear. Yep. I see Dan's is learning. He's listening to me. And then on to the straightaway. The Conrod Straight. Touching sixth gear. 165 miles an hour. Before we be breaking down into third gear for the chase. Listen to that V12 engine. Listen to it. Braking hard before the 100-meter mark and then into the chase. You could clip that curb. You won't lose a lot of time on the exit. And then into fifth gear before we go back down to second gear for the last corner. Muddy's Corner here. You don't want to touch the curb there. You will lose speed on the exit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an onboard lap around Bathurst with Dan's the Tier A champion. I hope you liked that. That was quite fun. I enjoyed that. Anyways, the gap now up to 18 seconds. Still PK losing the back end too. You got to be careful. You don't want to lose the grip on those rear tyres, PK. But yeah, PK enjoying himself out there. 17 seconds now over Vopsy, who is 22 seconds ahead of Dark Reef, and he's got damage there. Nearly went on the grass there. Passing the Matrix on the outside, going on to Conrod Street. fourth, we were on board with Dan's. Then we got Matt Wing, who was 1 minute and 32 seconds ahead of Eternicus. Then you got Alex Rogers still leading the category, a full lap ahead of Skillbug. Oh no, wait a minute, he must have made a pit stop. So Alex has made a pit stop. So Skillbug has unlapped himself. So we only got 2 cars on the lead lap in the Porsche Super Cup category. Fuzzcow having a strong run in 9th place overall. 3rd in the category, but he is being chased down though by Defiant, as we've got less than 4 minutes to go, so we could keep an eye on that battle. Percy is running in 11th place, there he is. 12th is Matrix, and Singed running in last place, and 7th place overall in the GR3 category. Only the one retirement, that was the Black Biscuit, obviously, but we did see he had some issues with family that phoned, so hopefully, like I said earlier on, hope everything is good with Black Biscuit. We'll be thinking of you. Meanwhile, oh, Vopsy's got this battle going on to 3rd place overall in the Porsche Super Cup category. Looking at the rear of Defiant, and he sees Vopsy. Vopsy again showing that bit of patience there. That's good bit of driving there, and again Defiant lets him go through. If he could get a bit of a slipstream on Vopsy, and that would actually help him catch up to Fuzzcow. Can anyone tell me in the group chat there what Pokemon character, as Fuzzcow nearly lost it in the chase, and now the battle for 3rd place is on. Just out of curiosity, which Pokemon character is that guy that Fuzzcow's on? Can anyone say in the chat, oh, Fuzzcow made a little mistake at Murray's, kicks the dirt on the last corner there, blue flag apparently being shown. That's because Matt Wing is coming up from behind. But yeah, back on board with Defiance, the Tier B champion. And he's got Fuzzcow just ahead of him. He's nearly within slipstream distance, so we've got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Fuzzcow 1.2 ahead now of Defiant, so Defiant is not within slipstream territory now. Oh, Fuzzcow a little bit loose on the entrance of the quarry. Noticed there on the middle. Oh, little scrape with the wall. No damage though. Yeah, Matt Wing's coming. Matt Wing is coming. Oh my god, look at that. He had some hell of a run at McPhillamy, did Matt Wing, didn't he? Oh my god, how intimidating is that to have a faster car right behind you? Oh, Matt Wing just clipping the wall on the exit of the dipper. But again, Matt Wing showing that patience. Oh, he was thinking about having a look on the inside of Forest Elbow. Anyways, I just noticed that the time remaining, we are down to 1 minute left on the clock. And PK will be starting what will be the last lap of the race. So we're going to have 45 laps done around this 3.8 historic mile track on towards the mountain straightaway for the last time for PK. Who did he just pass then, by the way? Eternicus, so he must have put another lap on Eternicus. Now Eternicus now 2 laps down on the leader PK, who had a little bit of an issue with the pits midway through this race. Is going on to do an absolutely sterling performance. Literally no damage done to his car. He kept the car well behaved. Don't think he's brushed the wall or scraped the wall or made any damage to the car whatsoever. It's been pretty much a near faultless performance from PKMZ. Oh, Dark Reef has just come across the line in 3rd position, but we know that PK is going to win this race. But anyway, Dark Reef comes across the line in 3rd place, but we're looking at the overall leader. That's going to be the race winner here. His teammate PKMZ. Absolutely faultless performance. Getting a little loose on the exit of the Forest Elbow and then on towards the Conrod Straight for the last time. Has anyone else crossed the line? Dan's just about to cross the line. He's going to finish this race in 4th. Matt Wing losing it there on the exit and hits the wall hard. But he's going to be alright. He's got 1 minute and 34 seconds ahead over his teammate. But anyways, paying attention to here towards PK. That was good timing, wasn't it? To see someone make a mistake there. That was on the exit of McPhillamy. Anyways, last turn for PK in towards Murray's corner, getting the back end sliding out, a bit of Chaz Mostert style, and wins the 90-minute race at Bathurst. Flashes his lights across the line. Absolutely faultless performance from PK. Alex Rogers, he goes on. He just didn't manage to lap Skillbug in the end, but he still wins a near dominant race in the Porsche Super Cup race there. Singed will finish last. Skillbug will finish 8th overall and 2nd in the Porsche Carrera Cup. Here comes Vopsy. He comes across the line in 2nd place overall. Great performance there. Great showing there from Vopsy. As we're waiting for Matt Wing with his heavily damaged car after making a mistake at McPhillamy. He comes across the line, flashes the lights, 5th place overall. Here comes Fuzzcow. He's going to finish in 3rd overall, in 9th in the race, and Defiant comes across the line in 4th. Fantastic race there. Congratulations there by PK. Absolutely tremendous race there. Hope everyone enjoyed watching this 90-minute coverage. I'm going to be tucking into some chicken drumsticks right now. So there you are. Well done, the victor, and well deserved too, PKMZ. And just seeing all the chats here. Yep, all the chats there. Now we're going to be talking about what's going to happen, what's happening in the race. But anyways, I've been your commentator, Sean, my Savaloy. Thank you for watching this absolutely frenetic race. And yeah, I'm going to be eating some chicken drumsticks. So until then, yeah, bye-bye.